Hello and welcome. Right, it's time to grab these bales, and it really is. Our money is. Did we actually buy that field? Just trying to remember. We did. We actually bought it. That's why I thought it was that was why we were a little bit skint. We do need to do that quite quickly, but we've really run out of money for doing everything. So yeah, it'll have to wait. Yeah, we'll get some money over there's a little bit of grass. I've just been on the field with this, just took it off the field to come and grab this. I didn't see these. I thought I'd probably done all right. I was over the other end, finished over that end, and looked, and I couldn't see any grass. Now I can. Typical. Now I've got the baler away. Yeah. Now that it's a little bit kind. I'm going to go to time lapses because we've got both fields to do. I'm going to stick these in, and then we're going to have a bit of a chat after we've done that. So I am going to immediately go into a time lapse. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think, yeah, we'll do the rest of the straw and the other bits. I just wanted to finish this. I thought, but you can get cracking on the straw. I thought, I'm sure you can get that done as well. God, we're not done badly, really, out of this. Yeah, for saying it's not a very good field, it's a fairly big one. It's going to do us proud as part of the farmyard. Yeah, I was trying to think Swiss Future Farm, design of the farm, the layout of the best way to put things. Yeah, cut a bit. I didn't do that on Maple, but I've got to be honest. This one I wanted because we've been here sort of early on. Not just that, I just wanted to, free reign. Sometimes you've just got to do these things. Fantastic. So that's finished. We're going to just check to see what sorghum we've got as well. How much in total? We've still got to get that. We need to grab a bucket or something. We could grab the Samurai because that is something that is ideal for. It's a 3.5 ton bucket. The front loading can probably just about manage it. It's really just about, I should say. At the minute, while it is our telehandler, I was talking big last session about grabbing a telehandler, and then obviously we spent a load of money on the field, which is going to be the farmyard, which now we can't afford to do anything. I thought production shed we needed. We should have always had it. We knew obviously we sort of swizzled everything. It's gone. I think we lost a bit of lime in the move. I do, because if I remember rightly, I didn't do everything properly. I think I didn't do the placeables because there are only a couple of things. So I think I suffered a little bit because I think we would have had quite a bit of lime. But it is what it is. We also, you win some, you lose some, really. No, we've already done that. So let's stick this away. Let's get our follow and see how well we did. Yeah, so really we've even started the baling. Just got the other fields to do as well. Yeah, the one that we've just done, but that'll be next session. Still, I'm very pleased with what we have achieved this session. When you consider we shifted the grass bales, did the top field, and mainly just got prepared our new extension to the farmyard. Yeah, it's going to be a production slab sort of. I'm not saying it won't be part of the field as well. That's the one thing I am going to say. I'm not discounting that fact. They do stick the bigger things in here. And this isn't really cutting it. It's not powerful enough. The fields are really hilly, which Scottish fields, well, lots of areas are. Oh, we can do that. Yeah, it's. I think. In fact, do we do that now whilst this has got some value? Is to cash it in. Because we all know that if I don't do it now, it's not going to have any value. It wasn't a deal one already. Not because I don't want it. We've done the last of the harvest. No matter what, we are going to need another harvester next year. So let's do this one thing now. Yeah, it is a nice harvester. That is one thing. I don't want anyone to think that I'm not. It's just not suitable for this hilly farm. It was struggling a lot on that, and I'm like thinking, I'd sooner have a bigger harvester that's pulling a trailer with a header, even if we've got to do that, than have a little harvester that can manage to go around through the roads, but it can't cut it where the fields and the farm are concerned. We have got a lot of fields. And it is, I've got to be honest, it's good at a lot of things. I do like it. Yeah, for a normal farm, for a sort of flat farm, it would be absolutely ideal, or flattish. The hills were quite severe, so it's not even as simple as like saying, it's not really. Right, see here, you can see the mark on the floor, which we put back again, which is very useful. And thank you very much for your faithful service. And no, I do remember it fondly. I'm not going to, say that it was not. Let's have a quick look at the top. Let's grab them. It's not, we'll take these back. We've got to finish these type of things. It's not like there are many, really. And there won't be that many in the other ones. It's not, the cleanup's not perfect, but it's not terrible either. We do need a bale pusher. Yeah, I was looking. Although we have done well, our equipment really needs widening out enormously, and that's start from scratch. Most of your things are really still, we have done, I suppose, really better than we could have been. I mean, we've done very well on the sales, really, quite a lot of times. So, right, yeah, even this. I think, though, if we're going to do this as a route, we need to widen the headland out a little bit before we do any field work on this. Just a little. Only like a wheel's width to make it so you're not hugging the fence. Yeah, if it's going to be a thoroughfare, which it is, yeah, I think there's not much more alterations. I just wanted to get it so that everything would be. This is the central hub here, really, to be honest. Right, no. Yeah, switch some lights on. They're sick to death of the AI switching the lights off. Terrors that they are. Yeah, so we do need a bucket. That's going to be inexpensive. Yeah, because I mean, Samurai's brilliant, really. And it can double up with the right tractor. That's a fairly hefty tractor, the one with the front loader. I think this one can have a front loader. I'm sure it can as well, but I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, we will stick this. Yeah, we'll take this lot. Going to leave it here for now. We're going to bail that field next session. How well did we do on the... yeah, the other thing is the farm factory by Matana will also make a mincemeat of the flour, and we can do bread, which is usually one of my staples. One of these times I'm going to do a map, but I'd like this to be more about the animals than anything else. Now let me just have a look. I'd like to see this. Yay! Everything's harvested. Everything, including... we have done well. There was a lot of work, really. I know there was one field that was harvested, but the rest we've done, so it's quite amazing to think we've just done a few sessions and we've done all of that work. And we've even fertilised and limed the 2 grass fields, so you don't get much better than that. Now we need to build our money back up to actually buy the animals. So then, sorghum, 25 tonnes. The sugar beet, we're obviously going to make sugar, and we're going to, when we've got the cows, then obviously we're going to make chocolate. We'll also see if there's anything else we can do with the sugar beets as well. Seeds, we've got 380 litres. No, we've got, oh no, that is over by the shop. That is all we have got. Carrots, 421 tonnes. The best is in January. Yeah, there's nothing I can do unless I was going to do the soup, and I don't want to do Sri Lanka all over again, really. So no, we're going to sell that. It's still 133,000. It's a lot of cash. It is. The sugar beet, I mean, yeah, I'm not selling that for raw because we're going to use that for sugar. That is where we're going to leave it. Yeah, so we're going to make a bit of flour, and yeah, we could sort of do that now, but I've got to get better and not have productions near silos. Or trouble is, it's very rare that you can wait to put a production down and then put the silo down afterwards. So if you were going to do that, you'd have to have your productions down before, as part of your design phase, before, yeah, and this goes down afterwards, then you're all right. But at least that's the way that I've always found it so far. Things change, don't they? We'd like to get some use out of these. State fertilizer, 1,000,000 litres, wow, and liquid fertilizer. Can you put herbicide in that as well? Because I don't think we're ever going to use it if it's a liquid fertilizer tank. I really don't. We ought to try that. We should have had lots of liquid. Yeah, I mean, we've not got a sprayer. That's the other thing I was looking at. That's why I went in the menu. I thought, have we got a sprayer? But no, we haven't. No things of weeds. I say we've got mainly grass equipment with a little bit of a good planter and a good seeder that we really got in the sales. I've got my fantastic... Now, I did a bit of a test with that. I always had that theory that if you've got a front box and you use that it uses the front box, lime and fertilizer much more quickly than the actual spreader, and I was right. It was caning while it was in the blue box, it was caning the amount. As soon as I injected it and put it into the proper body of the fertilizer spreader, it slowed down to a really trickle. So it really is the fertilizer spreader that's got the special. As soon as it goes to a box, it goes at a much higher rate, which proves that fertilizer spreader is special. So yes, going forwards, I might store it in the front box, but I will, if I'm doing it, I'll then eject it and stick it into the fertilizer spreader once pour it out. So yeah. So yeah, we've got the beautiful beet technology. Yeah, and we've got sugar beets and carrots, but the header, I don't think we'll do carrots again because there's no end product, and I'd like to get our productions to a good sort of place. So we've got a planter and a seeder. That's a 6 meter and a 9 meter. They should be all right, really, to be honest. So we've got our grass equipment and stroke baling, all baling. So that's brilliant as well. We've got a few good trailers, but that's it. There's no rollers. There's nothing else at all. So plenty of scope for lots of equipment to round out our equipment, really, because it is a little bit on the poor side. It's just a skeleton crew of things that are basically started off as grass and have just branched out just a little bit. Yeah, now we've also not got a harvester either because we've just sold that. But I do agree, it needed a new one for next year. So we've got all the winter to go over and do that. Now, have we got enough to go through till tomorrow morning? It would be nice to see a little tiny bit of traction. I think we switched all the productions on. Let me show you. Yeah, obviously there's none in that at the minute, and the digestate will only just start trickling. We need to that's again, really we could go overnight with this. Because it's not going to. I think we're going to feel most of the benefit from that next tomorrow, because it's going to process the silage, which then's going to go over to the BJ, but it's not going to start making as much money, I don't think. But we will. Let's go to sleep now. Yeah, and obviously I didn't realise when I was calling this. I totally apologise because it's a bale and pallet storage. Yeah, it's. I'd got my moaning head on. I really had. Yeah, I think I said that at the beginning of the session. Yeah, for some reason you do sometimes. I apologise for bringing the tone down. Right, so then we're going to go to 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we are going to have a look at sales, and then we're going to leave it and crack on, and then hopefully over the winter. The silage, well, we might be surprised. It might do a little bit more than you think, but yeah, there's the digestate and that as well. I think actually it did rather a lot better than you think, Mr. Smith. I do. That's rather tremendous. Oh wow, it's got rid of all of the grass. It's shifted all of the silage. Wow, I'm quite impressed with that, because normally, or it used to do only one thing. It would just shift something and work. It wouldn't do the rest. Well, that goes to prove that is even shifted and actually got through nearly all of the silage. It sold the electric, sold the methane, and even distributed the digestate. So, and I would imagine it's still processing that. So, but even so, that has sold quite a lot. I can tell that from just what we've got left. That is tremendous. I told you, I did say that was the main profit through the winter, and also we've got the bales, which is going to be straw. Oh, is that not typical? Is that not typical? Yeah, well, we've got all the way through the winter. I'm not in a rush. We do need a bucket. Are we going to do that now? Yeah, we are, and we're not going to make sure I've reset. Don't think I've used straw delivery in the session at all, but I just want to make sure because I know what I'm like. Right, so we want miscellaneous. Yeah, I do think it can just about probably manage. Yeah, bale pusher as well while we're here. So I didn't see one of those. And I am going to colour this pink, because it is the best colour to actually see in the grass and it is. Yeah, even though, and also it'll help me with my pink phobia. Now, have I already got that? It goes in least items. No, I haven't. Right, so we need that as well. Yeah. I do love that, and I know it's a little bit cheeky. I don't mind a little bit of cheek sometimes. That's usually my only sort of like escape into a lack of. I think we'll buy one of those as well for like one of the others, like a seed and a fertilizer. We'll buy two, and We're eventually going to get a... We'll buy that then. It is quite heavy, but it is brilliant. I do love it. Right, Samurai. It's not much further. He says so confidently. £6,000 litre or 60,000 litre. Yeah, it's a shame that is, because if it was a little bit bigger and it wasn't cheaty, if I got like a 30-tonner, I'd go for it. £360,000. That is good. Is that liquids? 36,000 litres? I don't know. Because it's got to be something a little bit like. This is auto load, multi-product auto load. It doesn't really say, does it? It is a ridiculous Dominic thing. I think we'll buy one. I do. I'm going to try it. And now for the thing we really did want in the first place is the Samurai, and we are going to go front loader. 1,690 for a 3.5 ton bucket. Yes, so we will get that to get the stuff up off the ground, because I am sick of seeing it already. We will, and we've got a few little bits and bobs which are just going to, I mean, it's also, we can now afford to stick. Now the one thing I do realise is seeing field 34 now is it is a little bit tilly. I'm not sure whether we are, but I can't really show you at the minute. Let me just speed time up a little, because we've only got a bit of baling to do. I'd like to get this till it goes a bit light, about 10ish, maybe even 11. Yeah, I'd like to sort of have a flyover with yourselves before I do literally go, which is any second. Yeah, it'll be 11, I think. It's still dark. It's never that dark. Yeah, 11. That'll do nicely. I think we can see just about. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a fairly flat field. We could grab that and make that a grass. It doesn't matter about it, but obviously it's not. It's relatively flat at the top, so I suppose we could, thinking about it, because grass is going to be important. We could do the bottom. It starts to go downhill about there, where the little eyelet thing is, or the centre crosshair it calls it, but I crosshair I always think of as an X, as a cross, not as a dot. But yeah, about there it starts to drop down heavily, so we could have it as a double field where we have this bit as field and this bit here as production slab, or, which would be better in some ways, to have this as a production slab because it's flat and it's next to the yard. Makes more sense in a way, and then make this into the grass field. Doesn't matter. It's also bigger. I know. Well, the yield is going to be higher because it's bigger, but obviously it's going to be worse in another way. But let's have a look. That is really the deciding factor. If that is a really good loamy field, there's no way I'm ever going to sacrifice that. Well, it's not really loamy. It's sandy loam. It's not much worse than that one. We haven't obviously scanned. Why did I only scan? Because I thought the scan range on that was enough to actually do all of the field. Well, you can see I was wrong. Yeah, so I think we will. Look at the size difference on that. I mean, yeah, it's not a bad field. You can see it's going to be loamy sand and sandy loam at the bottom. So I think that's not a bad idea. I think 32 is going to be the extension to the farmyard, which makes more sense. We might rip the hedge out at the back of this to make this into the farmyard, though, and have some concrete and all that type of stuff it's a production slab, basically. And an extension. Not that we need much really of an extension. This is a beautiful and large, perfect actually for what we need it to be. But we can leave it there. It is November, and we will start doing the productions and grabbing this lot up and all that type of stuff, and getting ready to sell whatever we need to sell over the winter and get stuck in. So yeah, it's going to be a bit more the straw that we've got, I know it's not that much, but that's also going to be processed into silage over the winter, so that we've got another little bit of a kick. And obviously, yeah, there's not going to be no digestate, because the grass makes digestate. That's the beauty of the grass. The straw, not so much. It's just silage. Although, of course, it makes digestate in the BGA, though not as much as from the Omatana. But yeah, that is where I'm going to leave it. Thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. As always, as fellow shareholders, I do always listen to your inputs. Yeah, so have you got anything you'd like to see or something like that, or comments? Please, by all means, yeah, don't be shy. I do love to hear from you all. I've had quite a few comments from new commenters, and I really do like it. It's fantastic. And not that means I don't like hearing from any old commenters. What I mean is, it is nice to hear from all of you, truthfully. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.